This will probably be like the intro of me playing terribly, so that everybody's like, oh god, I'm not gonna listen to that.
But that was played.
Hey, welcome back to another edition of ROBS Rigs. Here with...
Was that what we landed on?
ROBS Rigs is what we landed on.
So that was under discussion.
It was.
Over the last couple of weeks.
Rowdy ROBS, rig rundown, rides again.
Yeah.
We are not actually introducing you at all. So this is Alex from the Delta Rigs.
Hello.
So you would have seen Jesse, you would have seen Elliot. We've done some rigs with them. Now we're going to do Alex's rig, which, so this is your rig, not necessarily for the Delta rigs, but this was your rig for playing with the one and only Billy Corgan.
That is correct. I had to put together, because we've been running digital amps and stuff in the rigs for ages, and we're like, alright, let's go back to pedal boards. No, because none of the shows are on ears or anything, it's all just monitors, amps. So I'm like, alright, I'm going to need to put together a pedal board, because as you know, Billy's songs are quite guitar heavy and there's tones changing, so I just wanted to be over prepared. And as you can see, I've entered my over the top pedal board era.
It's the Swiss Army knife.
I still need to, clean up a few edges here and there, but overall it did well.
Yeah, you can get pretty much everything out of this. So, yeah.
This one's not even plugged in.
Oh, yeah, it's just there for the wrap. Well, if you're in a 90s band, you've got to have a wrap on the, on the
it comes right off.
Yeah. So, I guess we'll get to the board, but let's just run through the whole chain starting from guitar to amp. So, straight up, what have you been playing for this?
I use this sucker the most. There's another, what's this model? It starts with a G. Gatsby. So, the legends at Gordon Smith Guitars via the legend over here to my right, Rob, whipped together this and another guitar for myself, which is the Grande. Is that what it is?
Grande, yep.
This thing is sick. It's got, the most important part is the fact that it has my name on the back of it.
Yeah.
That's and we'll start with the aesthetics.
Yep.
It's like a sparkling, what do you call it? It's just like a slightly off-white sparkle.
Yeah, and I think Elliot coined it as the Active Galactic White.
Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, I guess technically it's a signature colour.
Yeah.
On some custom signature guitars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, isn't it?
And as you can see, it matches the Cambridge drum kit, of course, which showed
is also set up over there
inside the studio, next to the amp, which we'll get to the amp soon. So this guitar, we've got. We went with a triple pickup because you wanted everything to be able to do. Yeah. I mean, you've been kind of a Stratty player, so triple pickup. Yeah. Being able to get that little in between sound.
Yep, and the addition of this little tremolo. Is that what they're called? Trem arms. Dive bomb machines.
Yep. Yes, and especially with the roller bridge means it stays in tune as well.
Yeah, it does stay in tune. And I'm not going to lock it because the whole thing goes out and you have to retune it to the locked setting, but you can flick this little fucker here and it stops the thing from working, doesn't it, Rob?
Yeah.
What else? That's right. This is like cause I drive a manual anyway.
Yeah.
So this is like a manual sort of gearbox up here. I still don't know I want to make some sound.
Make some
sound.
I
still don't know which one does what, except for just using my. So I'm like, okay, that's bridgy. That could be.
I think that's It's like
that?
That's a pair of something.
There's a pair, and then you got another one. So it's a 5-way.
I think it's a 5. Oh, it's a 6-way switch. I think.
2, 3. Oh, no, that's nothing. Wait, 1, 2, and in the middle, and up 3, 4. I actually don't know.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out. I just go, yep. And then let's see what happens up there.
Yeah, that sounds like a neck. Or a combo.
Who knows? I personally just go. I know it sounds cliche and dumb, but just like, if it sounds good, then it is good. It's like, okay, which one? Top left. Yep.
That's good. Yeah. So I feel like those two. That was like middle and bridge there.
Yeah. And then what wood is this made out? And also that I'm like focusing on the little aesthetic details.
Yeah.
We said make it as shiny as like a new Cadillac.
Yeah.
Is basically what we did. So we've got chrome, fucking everything. We've got the, what is it, 1, 2, 3? You know, the nice little 3 layered. What's the?
Oh yeah, the white, black, white, 3-tiered scratch guard.
And look at in the back of the guy.
The back of the neck is
some
it's a nice piece of wood.
Some flame.
I reckon
is that what it is?
Yeah, like a flame maple.
Flame maple.
Yeah. The guys at Gordon Smith, I reckon that there was one of the boys, probably, you know, Joe or Elliot, Rob, one of those guys probably like went and had a look for their nicer pieces of wood for these ones for sure.
And what is it? The wood sounds like it needs to hit the gym for a few months, but I can't remember.
It's kind of obese.
Oh, yeah, it's obese, that's right. So Wood's had a few too many cheeseburgers. And it wasn't rosewood, was it? It was ebony.
Ebony, yeah.
That's, yet again, the aesthetics.
Mm.
And on the back, what do we got? Gordon Smith, 50 years of British guitars. Yeah, well, because they've been making guitars from, you know, for some great bands.
Yeah.
Out of...
Buzzcocks.
Exactly.
Clash. UK subs.
And that's why we're so excited to have gotten to play these, because we love those bands. We love, like, English punk.
Yep.
And we love, everything. So it's a nice... No, it's just a nice, play the least punk thing ever.
Now, of course, let's get real nerdy and technical.
What strings are on there?
You're using, what, we got to pack it out, Stringjoy 10 to 48. So slightly heavier on the bottom string, which is good. Stringjoy do what's called a balanced tension, although a lot of brands do balanced tension now. But Stringjoy, that's their thing, really.
I've gone for lighter strings because when I was younger, it was all about who could put the heaviest strings on my guitar. Now I'm just like, fuck that.
You just like, why work
I've got
harder?
my dainty little fingers.
Yeah.
Just need to be able to bend without potentially just dislocating a finger.
Yeah. Yes, fair enough. It's also tone, I think, as well. You know? It's like lighter strings.
Tone.
Yeah. Lighter strings, you like shave off a bit of like bass sometimes, which kind of helps. But yeah, Stringjoy, so handmade in Nashville strings, of course. So that's the strings we're using. Now we're going cable. Now, one of the things that you'll see, we might cut in a little bit of footage here, is that you guys all had matching red cables for this one as well, which is coily just to the ground.
Yeah, that's the best part, because you can't, like, all coil, like, these are the first coily, and I'm not even trying to, you know, overly plug anything, but, like, coily to straight is a game changer, because usually they're all coily, and that provides a trip hazard. If you go too far, it'll actually spring load and pull an amp out. You know, it's like, it could be... Yeah. It can be treacherous, but the coily to the ground looks good, and then all of a sudden you can just gaff it down. Yeah. And it stays out of the fucking way. That's it.
Now, of course, we're coming into the board now. Now, the next bit is the pedal board, so... We're coming... I can see we're coming into the Philosopher's Tone, you know? You got that from your years at Hogwarts, I imagine?
Yeah. No, I bought that and forgot about it because I saw that Omar Rodriguez Lopez from the Mars Volta and at the drive-in used one, so I was like, fuck yeah, I'm buying one of these. Yeah. Forgot about it. Was looking for my chorus pedal that I still can't find. And then I saw that, I'm like, oh yeah. Yes. So I was using that for like a bit of sustain and...
So is this a sort of compressor?
Yeah, it's like a compressor with grit.
Okay, yeah, so it's not like you wouldn't... It's not a drive, but it's...
I use it for slide.
Yeah.
But if you're not too careful, the noise floor just comes right up. Yeah.
That's sweet. So from here, now I can see you're you're running a switcher.
Yeah. For the first time ever.
Yeah. You've gone to that phase of your life.
So after this, I'm actually doing a run with My Bloody Valentine. Or War and Drugs.
One of the two.
Either the two pedal lords.
Yeah. Or the Mars Volta, actually. Although they're not touring anymore. But, so I can't really see where this is going and what the order is. Do you remember where we go?
Oh, that's right. So
we go from here.
That is... So these two are just before it even hits this.
Okay, so that's like always on, clong, going.
Like, yeah, I'll have to look up at some legend in Adelaide makes these.
It's a little handmade Adelaide.
Yeah. Local.
We'll put up a name of whatever that is on the screen for you, so you can check out that. Do love a homegrown boy.
So this was on like.
Yeah.
So I just left that on basically all the time, and then this was on for like slide bits, which I don't have a slide. Handy, but the.
Do we have anything we can? Hold on. Use a BB. Just we'll get a bit of a little bit of slide sound.
God, I can't even.
Yeah.
Dave Turner's gonna have fun with this because there's a video of me up the internet where I'm all out of tune playing with a vodka bottle, and Elliot threw it up, and then just Dave, our buddy who plays in a band called Sweet Talk, was just like, ha! So now he's just gonna have a field day with this as well.
Yeah. Oh, Dave's. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Dave? Dave's always trying to be in tune. I don't
be
know
like, why don't you buy some more Telecasters, Dave? You nerd.
Yeah, try playing just keep playing in tune, Dave.
So back to this.
Yeah. So we're into the clon and then we're into the switcher.
Yep, that is correct.
So we've got fuzz 1. Now fuzz 1 is.
Well, there's the other things I kind of ran out. I guess I could have. I don't know. I kind of went into little sections, so I was like, all right, we'll put 2 fuzzes there and make them so I can actually turn them on and off.
Yep. With
my feet if I so desire. So hit that. So that's those 2.
So, how did you use that sound live though? Like, what were you using that for when you were playing with?
I think I mainly used today, and I don't actually think I even use this guy. I might have no, I didn't. I remember just going like. Then I whacked on the double, because I had 2 JTM 45 blues breakers.
Yeah, blues breakers.
I had double blues breakers, so for those sections I just engaged a second blues breaker for the big fuck off.
Yeah.
Which is ramped up a bit more than the other one.
Yeah, so you had 2. So I suppose that's a good, we can sort of track, I guess, to the amp just quickly.
Yeah.
Because it kind of plays into the gain. So you were running the gain of the pedals was where you're getting your drive from.
Yeah.
That's right?
This is the clean. I put on a little.
Yeah. So this is something to be think too. I actually really think it's like the Marshall Blues Breaker is a great clean amp.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those ones that people think about like they just want to rip that thing to shreds.
Yeah.
But it's actually just a wonderful headroom amp.
Yeah, and it's like we can hear like.
Yeah.
And get like. Get like thwack it in like percussive.
Yeah, which I think as well, like it's for its EQ curve it kind of sits in a different pocket to maybe a Fender or even a Vox. It's
and with the slightly darker P90s you can get a bit brighter on that, and it's a nice little balance. I reckon.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So I suppose we'll show some shots of the Marshall so people can see what settings you're running there and how you're doing that. Now we'll turn off fuzz 1.
Yep,
What's fuzz?
Fuzz 2 is this guy and that guy.
The Fuzz Factory and the rat that's not plugged in.
Well, the rat is plugged in, but I forgot to find one of those. You know, it has like.
It's got the little.
It's got like the headphone 3. It's got the little headphone jack.
Like the old
thing.
big muffs,
And then I got the. Like if it was like a rig song, there's the Bobby's Clouds like. Just on and off.
Yeah.
If you roll some top end off it, doesn't seem to fucking do anything.
No.
The
Fuzz Factory.
Like,
yeah. Now, when you were using the Fuzz Factory, did you use it much with the Grande, which has humbuckers?
Did I use it?
the fuzz, like fuzzers can often not play well necessarily with fuzz humbuckers, depending. It depends what it is.
What song was it in? It was in Spaniards. No, it's on this one.
Yeah.
And I think I usually have it on like a bridgy or middly, and then roll the tone off a bit because this can just get gnarly.
Yeah.
And I still haven't figured out. This is like the only way I know how to use this thing. It's like just on off.
Yeah.
You know, the bit of the. Oh, that's another.
Yeah. Yeah. Sick.
Good rig song, Delta Jam.
Delta Jam.
Yeah, one of the deep cuts.
Oof.
But yeah, it's just an unruly pedal, and I probably could dive into it. And you can see I haven't used any of the settings I had before.
No.
With other amps.
Yeah, so it is pretty amp dependent.
Yeah, it just goes. So you got it. It's like one of these is a gate, one's a compressor. I don't know which one's which. Yeah. And it can actually just self-oscillate and turn into a fucking wild thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a modern classic.
So thank you, Zevex Effects, and also screw you for making it complex. It's like the responsibility. It's got 5 knobs, you idiot. And I'll be like, well, make me one with 1.
Yes, actually, I will say I'm so partial to. I have a bit of a thing. It's either got to be a 5-6 knob fuzz or a 1 knob fuzz. Is
although fuzz and then a 3. 3 is pretty pretty good.
Yeah. I know.
Fuzz, or like at least fuzz and then overall volume.
Yeah.
Like output.
Yes, you definitely. Yeah.
If we think, hopefully it might not be gains, but another thing that's worth mentioning is. Everything is relatively well gain staged.
Yeah, you've got similar volume on everything. You're not crushing everybody on. You know, you turn something on, it's like.
Well, it's another thing because you don't want to be running 2 Marshalls playing with someone like Billy, and then you don't want to just be the loudest person in the band because firstly it's just rude.
Yes. Yeah, you're part of a mix. Yeah. Absolutely. And I suppose like Billy was playing like a Marshall TSL, was it, or something like that? It's like a
2000 something.
Yeah.
I think it's something super
JCM. Yeah, it's kind of got like I think it's based off the JCM 8800 kind of sound.
Yep.
But
sure.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
There'll be photos of it.
Yeah.
Although he kind of had it facing towards me, so it wasn't at his mic, I guess.
Totally. And he has have a really good tone, actually. I will, gotta rate
it's
that
iconic
sound. And he seems to be able to get everything out of that little red room he's got on stage now. Like, it's, yeah. So, back to your rig, though. Now,
so I guess they do go in this order, don't they?
A little bit. What's next? Is it a modulation?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a D, but it looks more like an N.
So it's modulation?
So I got modulation. And for that I'm using, what have I got? I got a chorus, it's got a Nick, chorus weird, alright. I don't know, maybe. I don't know which Nick it is.
Yeah.
Possibly Nick Simons, and he's a weirdo and he always appears to be in a chorus. That's so I got I had a more
lasery, lush, yeah.
And then I had another chorus with a bit of spring or a bit of hall or something.
Yep.
So
that's nice.
And then
so
a little. There you go.
You used the chorus. Now, what was probably the big shining example of like using modulation in the set? I was gonna say. It's like
probably the.
Oh yeah, because now they played in excesses don't change.
Yep. Oh, I had a tremolo on there that I didn't use once.
Wait, you didn't use the trem?
No, I didn't have any
use? Great sounding trem, but
I don't know which. I guess the tremolo's probably after that, by the sound of it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So it sounds like I got the tremolo after the. Which I guess is what you want, or what I want, so I can make it a bit obvious, or I guess you can go the subtle, can't you? But yeah, I didn't use that once. I will use it in rig stuff, but didn't use that during the last run with the great man himself.
No. Now I know you're like just for the dads
Oh, yeah.
out there who want some clean tone. Let's give some.
Oh. Didn't have I think I had like a chorus and yeah, the Colin on probably the.
Such a classic sound.
Rendition of well, it's the term we didn't want it to be puntery, which I guess like we did a bit more of a sort of I don't know, I guess a post-punky version of Don't Change.
Yeah.
Instead of the full like, you know.
Yeah.
So I went a bit clean, but also clean tones are like not scary, but you know it's like.
Oh, they're scary.
You can hear. I can't
Hear
even
all
talk.
that pick attack.
Yeah. And it,
Yeah.
No, I definitely had it on one of the bridge here.
Oh yeah.
And of course I had to throw some sort of weird polyrhythm sounding. I do know what else it is. Do you know what else it is a bit? I don't know if it's the right key. Queen?
Queen? Yeah.
You say you love me. Whatever, that's a good one. I don't know if it's the right key, but the.
Yeah. It's like a Brian May kind of vibe that, like, especially doing that, like that hammer on. All right, so lastly in the chain. Lastly in the chain, we got to get to Del Valet, right? Now,
which I had.
You're running the Empresses at the top here, the reverb and the little pair of them. Now, you didn't really use the echo system.
Yep,
I went to heavy on the reverb.
So I think I went that into that,
yeah,
which makes sense. And
absolutely.
There you go. So if we do the same, like.
Now,
and now we combine everything together.
And your kill switch.
Kill switch.
Yeah, there you go.
That has a tuner on it at all times.
At all times, yeah.
Which is handy as fuck.
That's it. Actually, yeah. Whenever anyone says what's like the most important pedal for anyone to buy, I say tuner.
Yeah. Yeah, the tuner / turn everything off.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about this, I've just noticed I guess it's handy, but it's handy because we like to do lots of quick, clean stops, and it actually kills any reverb and delay trails as well.
Yeah, true.
Which is kind of, which I guess is.
You don't have to wait for them to like stop.
So you can be like. You know, like if you can just stay, you can just go dead and be like, oh fuck, that's.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, changing scenes and light and shade and just throwing people off guard.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what the delay sounds like. You've changed and put your own.
I put my own little
thing on there.
So
this, what have you got?
I think we've got a reverse going on here. This is.
Yep. Overly complex as expected, Rob.
Yes.
What do I have? I just had it on. This guy, some sort of tape, sucker.
Oh well. You might need to. Yeah, there you go. You've got tape.
And then I had the things there. Next we about there. I got my little green lines.
Yep, using a little setting saver pen to make sure you get all your green lines. Get all your. There we go. So that you can save all your presets. Here we go. can see why you have the Colin always on. That's a real nice tone.
And feedback, I might have got a bit ham on, but
That's nice.
kill.
And kill. No.
There you go. No annoying delay tails unless you so desire. Because if you want them, you know, on hunt, you can just go like.
Oh, and turn off that. Boom.
So you get the, you know, if you don't, it's not too much noise, but if it's loud in your next ramp, there is, you can do the whole
And especially if you're, you know, subtly out of time, and it's, you know.
Well, we got this one song, for example, it's like, I wouldn't do this bit overkill, but like if you like the, what's it called, railway radio, it's like. You can even like cut yourself off before you've even done. Yeah, anyway.
It's just bang.
That's just me having fun with something. It's not really that important.
Oh no, absolutely.
What else we got, Rob?
Okay. So I was thinking we're gonna look at the. We'll talk about the amp. You chose JTM 45 Blues Breaker, which is we've just got one in here, hooked up. Now you are running two.
If you open the doors up, you might get a bit.
All right. So in the live space. So we've got. On the top here, your presence is sitting at 2, bass at 8. So you've really scooped a little bit of mids out, but running the bass quite hot. Hey?
Well, also because I might have had slightly different live. This is also because you got a mic in front of it, and I was just like, all right.
Yeah, give yourself a bit of presence.
But also, it's like I think Jesse had a bit more of a mid-range tone going on, so I was like, I'll scoop around him a bit.
Yeah.
And try to stay out of the way of the bass. Maybe I had the. It's actually one of the first amps that I've actually put a bit of presence on. Because usually, like, that's what the P9 is. I'm like, oh, I can wind in some top end.
Yep.
And I had 2 of these just because why not?
Yeah.
And one I kind of balanced the sort of levels a bit and had the second one running a bit more full on.
Yep.
But then I had the other one as a bit more, like, I think I had the treble turned down a bit, the bass, so it's a bit more of a mid-range, like, oh.
Yeah. So you had that flexibility.
So if I wanted to cut across things, Billy's voice is like sort of under there, but over. Like I tried to EQ it around things as much, like stay out of the way of the cymbals and shit. Yeah. Stay out of the way of the basses. Stay out of the way of Jesse's fuzzy guitar. Just sort of provide that little.
And I did notice that from being in the crowd, like when I could hear I could definitely hear your guitar kind of clearly shimmering often.
Well, that's probably the slightly scoopy thing.
Yeah,
you said when I hit
your details came through. There was a lot I could hear Jesse's body, but yeah, and Billy would have been the loudest guitar of the group, but then yours kind of, it was like you were a nice little sandwich kind of going on.
I think I was a bit cleaner and shimmery for the whole set, probably.
Yeah, like that big chord you had in 1979. Yeah, where it like zing.
Just the
Sweet. Yeah, you play it while we're in here.
It's just a. But that was played on the other guitar.
It was. That was
the Grande, because that song is an E flat, so it would have been clean with the humbuckers, which would have made it a bit dirtier, but not too dirty.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah.
Well, we've kind of covered it all. Let's like climb out of the little studio space here, and you know.
Come on, Jeff. You want to have a strap, Rob? Go on.
Have a strap,
mate. Even though you did it before.
Yeah.
Go through your selections.
Like,
see what we got. See what we can. Tell us what you think. I do have a pick. Tell us what you reckon.
The one.
Yeah, you can swap. I'll swap sides so you can hit buttons.
Hit buttons. Well.
Kicking buttons, taking names.
Hitting buttons, taking. Just. This will probably be like the intro of me playing terribly, so that everybody's like, "Oh god, I'm not going to listen to that."
Why is Alex better looking and
but much more terrible at playing? Oh, making that face. There we go.
Sound like you're about to launch into Welcome to the Jungle for a second.
You know that's Rob's MO is just cock rock all day, and that's all I listen to.
And scene. Thank you very much for having me, Rob.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, check out the Delta Rigs on their next show in whatever city you're in, and everyone, it was good things. I hope you really enjoyed the show.
Yeah. Check
Alright.
this shit out too. This is rad. I'll finish with just a nice just E major chord.